Household electricity consumption in this country is way too high. And it's only getting worse as we cram our homes with more and more power-hungry electronics. Now, homeowners realize this, and they do what they can to reduce their consumption. Maybe they switch off the light switch here and there or adjust the thermostat. Maybe they make a more significant investment in energy-efficient windows or doors. But how do they know that these changes or investments that they're making are having the desired effect? And how do they quantify that? What if there are other ways that they could improve and reduce their consumption that they don't even know about? We went to Home Depot and Lowe's yesterday and talked to homeowners, and we asked them, how do you know what you're doing to reduce your consumption is actually working? And we found not a single person had an answer. But most of them agreed that if they had the right kind of intelligence, it could drive real change and deliver real value. So the solution is Curb. Curb is a comprehensive energy information platform that delivers the right kind of information at the right time to drive actionable change and measure results. So Curb works by talking with the smart meter wirelessly that's already installed in your home, delivering that data through the internet to our cloud, where we analyze it and present the user with actionable intelligence in real time, whenever they want it, wherever they want it, to drive real change. The consumer can see their usage in real time or historical and compare that with neighbors and friends, further driving change and feeding this positive feedback loop. And studies have shown that these kinds of positive feedback loops really do affect change and suggest that this could reduce energy consumption by up to 11%. And to just put that into perspective, if we were to reduce energy consumption in every household in America by just 1%, that would be roughly equivalent to 11 times the entire solar capacity of the country. So who are we going to sell this to? So our target market is a homeowner who has a smart meter and cares about their energy consumption. Now, this is a large and fast-growing market. The federal government shows that there are currently about 19 million smart meters installed throughout the U.S. That's about a 13% penetration rate, up from about 8% in 2009. And an energy research company predicts that by 2020, this will be 100% penetration due to aggressive government action and programs. Now, a recent survey by Mintel shows that the majority of homeowners do care about the energy bill. 82% of them actively look at it and monitor it. Most of them are happy when they see that their electricity bill went down from the previous month. This is clearly a big market with a big pain. Now, the 100%, that's the people that we talked to at Lowe's and Home Depot. None of them had a solution of how to quantify the changes that they were making.
Thanks, Drew. I'm going to quickly talk about the competitive landscape. So we think that Curb has a lot of unique value propositions. Its price point is $60, we think is relatively inexpensive. You also have the opportunity to bypass the utility. It's also easy to install and has actionable data, and it also is a platform that allows us to reach different unique segments of the market, and we think this is really unique. We're not going to suggest there's nobody else playing this market. There's a lot of competition, and we grouped them into 4 different categories: utility bills, standalone meters, home automation, and web-only solutions. But like our friends over at Pecan Street said, there's not a comprehensive solution. So the next thing I wanted to kind of talk about is those platforms. So I kind of briefly told you that we want to be able to go and target individual segments of the market. In this example, we've designed 3 different apps that can run on this platform. The first is dedicated to individuals who really care about saving money by reducing their energy consumption. The second are individuals who care about reducing their carbon footprint. And the third are individuals who are motivated by changing their behavior, motivated to change their behavior by competing with other individuals, like playing the Super Save Brothers game. I want to walk you quickly through this first one. So in order to save electricity, Eric has done an energy audit. And he's gone through and he's looked at all of his different components in his house, and he can tell you how much each of those are using. In this example, his air conditioner is using $620 a year. It's a pretty sizable amount. And by being able to leverage the community aspects, we can see that he's ranked 22nd. That's pretty low and pretty bad. It means he has an opportunity for potential savings of up to $220. Now, this is where we think the model gets really interesting. Not only are we selling this in the retail market, but we also have an opportunity to monetize this knowledge. We think that Eric can then click inside the app and go straight to a website where he can purchase another appliance that can help him reduce his electricity bill or help him reduce his energy footprint. In addition to that, we think he can also use coupons in order to make this purchase. So I also wanted to quickly talk about our go-to-market strategy. We have two different directions that we've been talking about doing. The first is online direct sales. Now this is clearly a low-hanging fruit. We can establish our own website, sell through Amazon or eBay. This is fast, easy, and cheap to set up, but it's crowded and provides little differentiation. The second is where we're really excited. Partners like Home Depot, Sears, or Lowe's have an opportunity to really provide receive a lot of value from selling our product. When we go and give this product to them, instead of just sitting on the shelf, they're incentivized to sell more of them. Because when I take this device home, I find out that my fridge is inefficient, and I want to go back to one of these places and make another purchase. It's a great opportunity for them to generate more sales. So the next slide is quickly talking about our profit model. This is a busy chart, but I quickly want to just touch on a couple of things here. We're selling this in retail for $59, and if we assume that we make 10,000 of these, if we sell to the direct market online, we have the opportunity to have higher margins, but we think this is a tough model. On the other hand, what we're really more excited about is the lower margin, but the higher success of finding one of these partners who really sees that he can receive some value from selling this product and getting return customers to make more purchases. All right, so now we want to quickly run through a live demo, as we were advised not to do. So this is the website that we've developed. This is the login page, and it would be similar on your on your mobile browser as well. Here's kind of the first dashboard, and these would each provide you both real-time information and give you you click on one of these and it would tell you different information about your device, your individual devices, your rank, and also provide you to the platform where there's different kinds of ways to get specific information. Now what we've got here is for this weekend, we mocked up a simulation of a smart meter to show that we can transmit data wirelessly over and actually show it change. So we just turned on that TV and you see that spike in usage. And then it goes to this web page here where you can see the different usage over the course of a day, how much money you've used or how much money you've spent, and then also see last week, this last Saturday, and kind of compare your results. So with that, we'll take questions.
Yeah, dude, there's no way that you guys put this whole thing together in 3 days, right? I mean...
So we built some of the hardware stuff prior, and we didn't really have it working. But thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, you lost me. I thought it was a mobile app, but it's a gadget. It's a hardware.
There is some hardware that you have to put in your home, and this is something that smart meters are able to communicate through a Zigbee network. And so
Through
we're
a what?
providing, excuse me?
Through what?
A Zigbee communication channel, which is like Wi-Fi, but it's transmitting data from your home smart meter into the home.
It's already happened.
It already exists in all these smart meters.
Smart meter. Okay.
Correct. And so what we're doing is providing some inexpensive hardware that you put in your house, and then you download this app and get all of this other stuff as well.
Gary, this is the transmitter. What's in your power meter right now?
And you can put it anywhere in your house?
Yes.
It would plug into your wireless receiver. So where you have your internet and everything else.
All right, I have a bunch of questions, or points and questions. So first, just some feedback. So this is really interesting. And you make there's a lot of claims at the beginning that you make, and I just didn't buy most of them. There was like a lot, you just need to back up the stuff you're saying. In particular, you kept coming back on this big, like, this is going to affect real change. And like every time you said it, I was like, there was a jump from like what you said was going to happen to, and then just suddenly this is going to affect real change, and I wasn't buying it. Like, until you had one point about studies have shown that when people measure this, it makes a difference. And that was like the only piece of backup you had through any of that for why you thought that. So in general, better pitches I see have a lot more data supporting these kind of claims that they're making. Even that the one, and on that particular one that you said, I believe that. I believe when you measure things, that makes it improve. The trick of making this work is not just measuring it. It's like doing it in a way that people actually want to look at and works. And I think there's a lot of devil in the details there to make that happen. In general, also common advice besides not doing a live demo, although that seemed to work, is only have one speaker. It's just confusing. You guys have totally different styles. When you do a person switch, all of us stop listening to you for about 30 seconds while we just get used to like a new person speaking. So it's in a short pitch, it's almost never worth it. I liked when you got it there and you had the 3 models. I was like, whoa, there's already a lot here, and startups are hard, and you're trying to solve 3 different challenges. What I really liked was the game. The rest of it, I thought, sounded like more work. And like I've come across this in a bunch of businesses I've worked on where like you give something to a user that just gives them work to do, like a bunch of data or a big charts and a bunch of reports that they have to somehow supposed to make time to go review to figure out what they're supposed to go do. Some people will do that. Not lots of people won't do that. What you want to do is either tell them what to do and give them answers and then maybe back it up with the reports, or make it into a game. And I really like the game idea, in particular tying it to the partner model. And so I loved when you went into, and hey, this makes sense for Home Depot because this is going to make people go home, take the thing home, unpack it, and it's going to, you just need to position into, you take this home and it tells you more stuff to buy. Right? Like that's the sales pitch, and that's what you're telling Home Depot. And then you white label this and take this to Home Depot and go get it to a bunch of, and try to get them where you say like, look, we're going to deploy this app for you. It's turnkey. You push it to your customers as the Best Buy energy improvement thing powered by you guys. And it's this game they play that makes them buy more stuff. And like that, I think starts to sound like a really interesting story.
Josh, are we going to get the participate as well?
I'm almost done. And so my last question is, what is the smart meter penetration in Austin? My only question.
So it's a twofold question. It's really high, but they do not.
How many houses are ready to go plug this thing in without doing anything else?
And have a Zigbee connection? 0.
Right.
In Austin, 0. But in the
Actually,
United
100
States, 18 million.
The Pecan Street houses are actually. They have Zigbee.
So it's not in our backyard.
Okay. Gary's turn.
All right. So, one, I think I have to agree with Gary and Josh and the rest. Awesome stuff. Sounds very exciting. If you're serious about the company, and since you spent a lot of pre-time on this, it sounds like you may have a passion for this. I'd suggest you look into the Cleantech Open. There's a competitive pitch for Cleantech products. This is right in the center of what they're trying to do, and it's a $100,000 prize, so definitely it's worth your while. Plus, there's 2-3 months of mentoring to go tied in with it to get you ready for it. So it's very valuable for you to participate in that. Second, what was the city on the picture?
London.
London. It was great, and we all spent a lot of time trying to figure out what city that was. It's probably not to your benefit. You might consider that. It took a long time to figure out what the product was. So pull that together. Since it's a very simple product, some software, hardware, it's a platform. Make that really easy for us to understand, because I listened to the whole pitch. I'm still trying to figure out, is it a software play? What do I plug in? How do I get the message? So make that clear. But exciting nonetheless. Check in the Cleantech Open. I can hook you up with the organizers.
Take a look at Nike Plus and how they've used this sort of community to push people not only to exercise more, but also to buy more Nike products that work in conjunction with it. Because I bet you get some good statistics from that. Also, I wouldn't charge any money for this. I would say it's like free, and then you get a $60 coupon that to go buy something at Lowe's, or try to integrate it in and make it so that you get into it free.
Be sponsored by somebody else, preferably, and then also find out what the pain point is for people to actually do things, to make changes. Because $60, I was thinking, I don't know if these guys can save me $60. I'm already watching it, sort of. So, what are these guys going to do?
That's time, but thank you.